Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm the GQ Jedi. If you're not already subscribed to me, blast that subscribe button down below so you don't miss any valuable Star Wars content. Now last week I released a video on my top 10 figures that I wish Kenner had made, and due to the response of that video, you guys seem to enjoy it, and a lot of you had asked to see more of that type of content, so I thought I would continue on with my list. I have many more figures or characters that I wish Kenner had made, so let's continue on with my tops. Various life forms from all over the galaxy filled the U-shaped bar and booths that lined the famous Mos Eisley Cantina on Tatooine. Two beings that caught my attention that were not immortalized in plastic by Kenner were the infamous Tonica sisters. Although we never got their name or backstory in the original film, these con artist twin sisters with matching outfits and beehive hairdos cannot be forgotten. They stood out amongst the sea of male patrons at the cantina the day Luke and Ben showed up with the droids. There was always this cool mystique surrounding these two whispering women. Having the sisters as action figures in our cantina playset would spice up the situation and give our other characters some ladies to chat up. It would have been nice to have some cool female bar patrons at playtime, because let's face it, every bar should have some female presence. Captain Piet was determined to climb the ranks in the Imperial Navy, but I doubt he thought he would get promoted so quickly. We all remember how in The Empire Strikes Back, Lord Vader choked out Admiral Ozzel after his blunder in the Hoth system, thereby immediately promoting Captain Piet to Admiral Piet. This guy managed to survive long enough to get promoted to Admiral, as well as show up in the sequel, Return of the Jedi. Why didn't Piet get an action figure then? Yes, of course, when we were kids, we used to pretend that the General Veers figure, aka Imperial Commander, was every member of the Imperial personnel. We did this without thinking too hard about it, and playtime was awesome. But as an adult collector, I think it would be sweet if we had an Admiral Piet figure that came in a different colored suit with different ranking bars on to distinguish himself from General Veers. I just think we need more Imperial-looking figures. And Piet deserves a figure. That's just me. In The Empire Strikes Back, we are introduced to many new characters. On the icy planet of Hoth, we meet General Rykian, who by all accounts runs the show down on Echo Base. He strategizes and confers with both Han Solo and Princess Leia during the Imperial invasion of Hoth. The man seemed like a good leader that cared about his people. Although only seen for a few minutes, if that, his presence was always felt when watching The Empire Strikes Back. The guy should have gotten an action figure. Besides, who doesn't want a new rebel to play with at playtime? I'm sure Kenner could have given him a Bespin blaster or Hoth Luke's rifle and called it good. Either way, I would have liked having General Rykian in the Kenner line. Luke Skywalker had proved himself to be a true hero when he blew up the first Death Star in the original Star Wars film. That was no easy task, to say the least. Luke sported his dusty white robes for most of the film before trading that in for the signature X-Wing flight suit. So when Luke and Han return from blowing up the Death Star, Luke finally changes into something flashy that is fitting for a young hero attending an award ceremony. He looks like the hero we all know him to be. His new gold jacket is pretty rad. I think he would have made for a nice action figure that looked great in a lineup. Yes, that's the adult collector in me talking, but I do think we should have gotten a Yavin 4 ceremonial Luke figure. Absolutely. I'll give you two reasons why. 1, the gold jacket. 2, if George Lucas wasn't going to give Chewbacca a medal in the film, then Kenner could have made up for it by packaging a Yavin 4 Luke with a removable medal, so we could give it to Chewie. It's the right thing to do. Traveling through Mos Eisley undetected by the Imperials was dangerous for Luke, Ben, and the droids. And to make matters worse, the long-snooted alien spy known as Garandan was hired by the Empire to find the missing droids. Once our heroes crossed his path while en route to Docking Bay 94, Garandan quickly recognized the pair of droids and contacted the local Imperial garrison. His efforts could have cost the rebellion the entire war had the droids been captured. I think an action figure from Kenner should have happened. Not just because he had a speaking moment in the film, but simply because he looked cool and unique. He's one of the few aliens in the original Star Wars not seen in the Mos Eisley Cantina. The Rebellion employed various ships to take on the Empire. Consequently, kids got the X-Wing, the A-Wing, the Y-Wing, and the B-Wing ship from Kenner. We even got pilots for each specific ship. Or did we? Sadly, Kenner forgot to produce an action figure pilot for our beloved Y-Wing. Why did this happen, you ask? I have no idea. What's weird is that the Y-Wing is heavily present in both space battles at the end of Star Wars and Return of the Jedi. So why did Kenner not make the proper pilot for the Y-Wing? Personally, I dig the look of the Y-Wing pilot. They have this cool, funky-looking helmet and a suit that differentiates them from the rest of the pilots. And I would love to give Admiral Akbar a break from doing all those solo missions as the Kenner box art suggests. The Mos Eisley Cantina on Tatooine was such an important location in the original Star Wars film. It's where Luke and Ben Kenobi meet Han Solo and Chewbacca, and the man running the show, pouring drinks for any and all sentient beings in the Outer Rim, was Wooher, the gruff bartender. The man doesn't like droids, and he lets Luke know that straight away upon entering the cantina. Wooher's presence is sorely missed at playtime. I really think Kenner should have made this man into an action figure to go along with the Creature Cantina action playset. Every bar needs a proper bartender. And it would allow Hammerhead to take a day off once in a while. First spotted in the deserts of Tatooine and then later in Mos Eisley, the Sand Trooper is another must-have from my dream Kenner collection. The orange shoulder pauldron, backpack, and large blaster rifle would have made this trooper stand out during playtime. This is another one of those action figures that fans and collectors will make by customizing an original trooper. Something about his signature desert look always keeps us wanting more, not to mention the fact that Kenner created the amazing Dewback toy. Surely this steed needs its designated rider, right? Guess Kenner thought we wouldn't mind using the original Stormtrooper to fill in. And kids have great imaginations, so this really wasn't a problem. But as an adult, I still want this action figure from Kenner. Who doesn't love having multiple troopers in their army? Kenner made a Dagobah playset, a Yoda action figure, and even a Jedi training backpack to hold Yoda. But we never got a Dagobah Luke and Jedi training outfit action figure. True, Luke does wear his Bespin outfit some of the time he is on Dagobah, but he also spends a lot of time training with Yoda in his fatigues. It would have been cool to have another version of Luke to establish that he was in Jedi training mode. Having him suspend upside down on the Dagobah playset would look so much cooler if we had a Luke that looked like he did when Yoda was training him. I think this would rank high on the list of many collectors. Don't get me wrong, I do love Bespin Luke. I just wish we had a Dagobah Luke as well. His time with Yoda is so important, and having the correct figure would be a great reminder of that fact. Kenner gave us a great Darth Vader action figure with a slick telescoping lightsaber and a vinyl cape when they first released him along with the original 12 action figures. We never got another version of this character throughout the rest of the line, as Darth Vader's suit never really changes much through the trilogy, save for a couple switches and lights on his chest plate that some fans never even notice. So only getting one version of this character, much like Chewbacca, for the entire toy line is understandable. However, this is my wish list, and I wish Kenner had given us a Return of the Jedi version of Darth Vader, complete with a removable helmet. The only scene in the films where we actually get to see the man behind the mask while he's still wearing the suit. We finally get to see Darth Vader's real face, not just the back of his scarred head. It's in this moment that Luke really gets to meet his father, Anakin Skywalker, for the first time. It's true, Kenner did give us an Anakin figure as part of the Power of the Force line, but I think having a Vader figure with a removable helmet would have been epic, and a treasured action figure by all. Well guys, there you have it. Those are the figures that I have chosen, that I wish Kenner had made. Kenner made us an amazing line of action figures, but I feel that some of these characters, versions of characters, should have been made. It would have really added to our collection. Would have spiced things up at playtime, fill in some holes. But this is my second list. You can call this 11 out of 20, or 11 through 20 rather, or you can pretend the first video never happened. But what do you guys think? What's on your list, or what's on your second list if you guys have one? Let me know in the comments down below. I appreciate you guys tuning in today, and if you enjoyed the video, please share it and give that like button a thumbs up because it greatly helps out the channel. And if you've not done so, blast that subscribe button and hit that notifications bell so you don't miss any valuable Star Wars content. And remember, collect or collect not, there is no try.